Hey, welcome back, my air signs. This is the reading for the month of August. So, my Aquarius, Geminis, and Libras, welcome. This is a readings particularly for you. But hey, check out my other videos on different signs and see how that reflects. So, this is a general reading, 6-card spread for those who are new to my channel. It's straight up, so I keep them very quick, very superficial, so you can get back to work or whatever you need to do. But always feel free to come back, rewatch it, and find the deeper messages. That's what I tend to do. I tend to take a picture of the spread, especially for my sign, and I journal it, and I just see how it plays out during the month. Alrighty, the first card that we're going to look at is the energy coming in for the month of August. All right, so for you air signs, what do you need to release? All right. So what do you need to release? It's the waning moon. So let's put that down there and let's see how our tarot cards play out to give us a little bit of additional insight, or that might give us additional insight to the placements. The first placement, for those of you who are new, it's all about interpersonal relationships, okay? It's a general reading, so for some of you, it could be your spouse, or it could be your love, or new possible love, or relationship, or family issues. Spirit will speak to you directly, so you will know how it hits home for you. This is energy, by the way. We're talking about energy readings. Whenever we talk about tarot readings, we talk about energies, okay? Sometimes it could really be direct, like concrete in your face, but most of the time it's very energy focused. All right, let's look at interpersonal relationships. The King of Swords, okay? King of Swords, that tends to be a person who's cognitively astute. There's a lot of clarity of thinking, relatively smart person. I'm not talking about just book smart, academic smart. Just somebody who, when you talk to them, you realize, wow, they got a lot of brain cells, and they're pretty quick, they're pretty clever, they're pretty clear. So this is that type of person, all right? A mastery of the intellect, which is pretty interesting because, wow, this is an air sign reading. This is your reading. This is your suit. So, when it comes to relationships, right? You are going to be pretty clear-minded about it during the month of August. So whatever happens with these individuals, your energy is going to be like you can kind of break a couple of things. One, because it is a cognitive card, you're going to be able to see through the bullshit. So whatever individuals are trying to play on you, you're going to be clever enough and insightful enough to break through, to see through the bullshit. And you're going to know exactly what games they're playing, things like that. So give you an example, right? For those of you who are dealing with a potential partner or a current partner or spouse, and they're trying to bullshit you about something. It could be something small from, I didn't move the cheese, to, hey, I'm not cheating on you. You're going to be really insightful enough to kind of see through the bullshit and really know what's behind what they're saying, okay? That's a very deep card. Man, you could focus on that, my air signs, and really come up with a lot that's personal to you. Let's take a look at your resources. By resources, I'm talking about your careers, your money issues, your school. These tend to be more concrete items, right, that sustain you. All right, so let's see what Spirit says for that. Okay. The Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a fiery card. There's a lot of action and moving in this. So basically, because we're talking about your resources or your monies, your school, your job, it's basically whatever you were thinking about in that realm is going to start moving forward. There's going to be a get up and go with it, okay? It's no longer about waiting for shit to happen. It's about shit's going to happen. So get ready for some momentum in that. Get ready for that. Okay, you're an air sign, so this is also going to mean like cognitively, your brain is going to start, like, those synapses are going to start firing, okay, when it comes to, like, your resources, your planning, getting shit together, doing things, you know, mentally around your job, school, whatever, and your synapses are gonna go off, and you're gonna be okay. I'm ready to do this. I know what I'm doing. You're gonna be able to connect the dot and get all that together. All right, let's take a look at your challenges for the month of August. That's also interesting because that's like a heavy duty fire card. And August tends to be a very heavy duty fire time. All right, challenges. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about, you know, non-traditional ways of looking at things. It's all about a little bit more towards the esoteric, more about leaning on the unknown. It's also opening up yourself to things through, to connecting with the universe for support, help, and whatever. However, it's a challenge. So maybe because it's a challenge, during the month of August, you're going to feel less inclined to connect with spirit. You're going to be less, or have difficulties connecting with spirit. You might go through a dry spell when it comes to your spirituality, your way of thinking, non-traditional, your way of just getting downloads from the universe that normally help you guide do things. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge there, which, however, it's kind of interesting because, you know, like we said earlier, you're going to be at a different place. So let me see how I can explain this to you guys. So while normally you might rely on spirit or your ancestral or your connection to universe to help guide you throughout things, for August, most of your guidance is going to be more thought process, more thought, more logical. That's the word I want to use. More analytical, okay, as opposed to divine. Hope that makes sense. Makes sense for me personally. It's harder. I just hope I can explain it to y'all. All right, so that's a challenge. The High Priestess tends to be a really awesome card. Everybody loves the High Priestess, but unfortunately, because it is a challenge, it's a little bit harder to be a High Priestess or to connect with that energy. It's just the month of August. It's not a big deal. Always remember, you can, forewarned is forearmed. So you can always change that energy. If you feel you are not connecting, you are going through a dry spell, catch yourself. Take a breath, make a change. You know, make a change. You have the power. All right, the Strength. The King of Wands in reverse. Okay. Let me check that out for a minute. Give me a second. Sometimes, you know, I have to think, breathe, and try to let spirit give me a little bit additional insight. Here's why. The King of Wands, okay, is in reverse. It's usually a person who really lacks ambition, lacks inspiration, tends to be lazy, and it's in reverse. It's in your strength. So sometimes it's like, what? What does that mean? How can those kind of like negative or qualities be a strength? especially since, you know, you had a Knight of Wands, which is very, you know, these two kind of almost like negate themselves, because the Knight of Wands is like basically energy permission to like, hey, things are going to start moving forward. There's going to be, you know, you're going to be passionate about it. But then the King of Wands is like lack of passion, negative, like not really into doing things for the month of August. Why is that a strength, Spirit? Huh. Almost see that has not really a strength for August, is really taking a step back. Not really burning a lot of energy into doing something new, or not always having to be the one that's the leader, not always being the one that's got to be like, you know, the go, let's do it. You know, you don't always have to be that. And the strength is that for the month of August, take a chill pill, relax a little bit, be okay with not always having to be there for everyone else, and not having to be the cheerleader for everyone else. It's a month of August might just be like the strength is telling you, you know, take off your crown for the month, right? Got a crown, take that off, and just let other people handle shit. Let other people be the cheerleaders. Let other people be in control. The strength card in that type of negativity of that card is actually just a reminder, you know, that sometimes you don't have to be this guy. You don't have to be this guy. Because being this guy, man, I don't know how many of you are boss, but it gets tiring being boss, right? It gets tiring, you know, being the one in control, being the cheerleader, being the one getting everybody up. That gets, so maybe August is basically telling you, look, this is the summer. This is time for you to just hold back, take off that crown, get off that throne, take off those robes, and just, it's okay. It's giving you permission to be lazy. Okay, this is also a fire card. Remember, we talk about, you know, passion in these fire cards, fiery movement, whatever. And in the reverse, the strength is that it's telling you, you don't have to be all that passionate. Just pull it back. Do you. Okay, so that's kind of like, you know, message from Spirit on how the negativity or the reverse of this traditional card can be a strength. I hope that helps. All right. Which is interesting because I'm glancing over. And don't forget how we started this reading. Okay. What do you need to release? Maybe this is what we need to release, right? It's telling us, release this and be this. Be this. Okay. Let's talk about what Spirit is trying to tell us. What messages is Spirit trying to tell our air signs? Libra. What's going on with you? Aquarius. Gemini. All right, let's take a look. Your commitment is being tested. Interesting. First quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. All right, air signs. So, your commitment is being tested in a lot of ways, right? We talked about how in relationships, your commitment with other people, your ability to see through the bullshit is this, right? You have clarity. You understand what's going on with other people in these relationships, in these dynamics. And your commitment is, can you be true to yourself? Can you be true to yourself? Can you actually speak your mind, or are you going to allow others to pretty much pull the wool over your eyes? The other commitment is, when it comes to resources, we're talking about moving forward. The commitment is, can we continue to move forward? Are we ready to take that chance? Do we have the passion? The commitment is, can we stop taking care of everyone? Can we stop being the cheerleader for once? Can we stop being the one who gathers everyone together and just be us? That's the commitment. Do we have the commitment to ourselves? And so, as you could see, for August, it's really going to be challenged and tested. Okay? But I really feel like one card out of this is really like jumping out at me, and I don't know if it jumps out at you. What do you need to release in order to do what the cards are telling us in each house? What do we need to do? What do we need to release so that we can follow through? All right. Thank you for joining me for the month of August on my air signs. It's always a pleasure. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Leave comments, throughout the month as you see things unfolding. Leave a comment. It helps me, it helps you, and it helps other viewers to better understand or gain insight to this spread and this reading. And I will see you in the month of September. All right. Take care. Peace. Bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe.